We cannot enjoy anything in life. Really, we cannot. You can see the way people are now going on for such sensational things. The reason is there's no joy. The sensitivity to joy is so reduced that I sometimes fear with all that they are doing, so fed up that they may have to put electrodes in their limbic area to get the joy instantly. They have become so very insensitive to anything. They will not laugh, they will not smile. They are so full of closed hearts and frightening things, whatever is said about human beings. Now, first thing you have to know, you don't have to suffer at all. Secondly, you don't have to judge yourself. Let your Kundalini rise and judge you. You don't start judging yourself and condemning yourself. And another fashion, which is very common, is to feel guilty. From the very beginning, you start, I am afraid. What are you afraid of? You have to have all the courage, all the blessings, and all the confidence. You are a human being. And this is the message I want to tell you, that you are a human being and you have to be the spirit. And once you are the spirit, you will be surprised, the blessings will be showering upon you. In these modern times, to talk about these things is out of date. But it is predicted that this will be said and this will be done. For us, it is important, first of all, to know our own glory, our own truths, and about how we are built and how others are built. Once you know that, first of all, the peace within is established. Unless and until there is peace within, what do you talk of this peace organization and peace Nobel Prize? I have seen the people who have got Nobel Prizes are the most hot-headed, so much that you have to talk to them with a barge pole in between. Anytime they are up to jump on you, you cannot challenge them. Even talking to them is a difficult situation. So how are they going to have this peace foundation when they are themselves so shaky? Then you have other things talking about the love, full of lust and greed. They love your purse, not you. When you talk of love, love is a thing that's detached. Like the sap in the tree rises, goes to all the leaves, all the trunk, all the flowers, all the fruits, and comes back. It's not attached. If it gets attached to one fruit, the tree will die and the fruit will die too. So this pure love or the divine love is detached. That's why it acts. It works. A person who is a realized soul is such a pure personality that even a glance of such a person can do lots of things. Even a thought of such a person in the attention can do so many things, bring about so many changes. So this is the time of our transformation. We have to become a higher personality. The transformation has to take place. At the time of Easter, we give people eggs. Perhaps people do not know why do we give them eggs at the time of Easter. But about Christ it is written in our scriptures that he was an egg to begin with. Of course, he was much more before that, but to begin with, he was the God of innocence. But then he came as an egg. And then he was divided into two halves. The one half which incarnated and which transformed Easter. So the resurrection is the transformation. Like an egg, if we are bound by our conditioning and by our ego, we break through that shell and become a bird which is really a free bird. Only thing, the bird has to know how to fly. Now this is, again I am saying, is the living process of the living nature, of the living power of love. It is not something artificial. In Sahaja Yoga, I must have spoken in this hall, I don't know how many times before. And again, today there's a chance to speak to you. What I have to say that it is important, the becoming. Is not important. You cannot become a member of Sahaja Yoga. You cannot pay membership. You cannot pay for your realization. How can you pay? How much do we pay to the Mother Earth to sprout the seed? Does she understand? Because she has the power, she sprouts the seed. If you give her money or read something before her, it makes no difference. But once you get your realization, you start understanding how many powers you have. And the greatest power is of compassion and detached love. These 7 chakras are within us, which are to be enlightened by the awakening of the Kundalini, about which Dr. Spiro has already told you. Now, in this short time, I cannot cover up the whole subject. I must have given at least more than 1,000 lectures in English language. But I would request you one thing, that forget about what you have learned so far, about your conditionings. Because if you had achieved anything out of that, I was not necessary. Now, you have to see with a clean slate, as they say, what you can achieve in this lifetime, which is the most important thing is to be achieved. The highest of all, that you become sensitive to joy. Then you start seeing joy in everything. You don't have to think as, oh, this is the thing which is marvelous. No, it just happens. You see, it is. Just you enjoy without thinking about it. You become a peaceful personality. You become a dynamic personality. You are not swayed by the waves of things like some fashion coming up, then some sort of a nonsensical idea coming up, then some medicine coming up, and you treating yourself and getting into trouble. You just rise above all these things at a higher level, and you start seeing everything as a witness. You become the witness of all the jokes that are going on, and you just watch it, and you think, what's all this? It's just a play. Many people have said that, Mother, you always laugh so much and you have always smiling face, so the people are not going to take you seriously. I said, I don't want them to be serious. There's not going to be any seriousness needed. What are you serious about? You should be happy. It's fun. We have to be happy people. We have to be happy. Those people who think they are very guilty should punish themselves by saying, you are not guilty, you are not guilty, 108 times. That's what we have in Sahaja Yoga. It's just a myth. All these are myths. We are working with myths and making our lives miserable, which is meant to be joy, happiness, and all the overflowing blessings of the divine. Whatever I'm telling you about, we have within ourselves all the great powers hidden of our brain, of our liver, of our heart. They are to be enlightened. And then in the light, you see everything. But as in this room you have so many lights, you have to just push in one button and the whole thing comes down. In the same way it happens. But if I start telling you about the history of electricity in the dark and all about how it came here and what all happened, you would be just fed up with it. So, what we are doing is to tell you that let us put on the button first. You better have your light and see in that light if it is true or not. If it is true, you have to understand and accept it honestly. You have to be honest to yourself. That is the main point I'm trying to tell you. We are not to play about with ourselves and play about with our conditionings. We have to be honest and to get to our properties that are within ourselves. I'm not here to oblige you at all. There's no obligation. It's just like a catalyst, I would say. And you become the catalyst yourself once you get your realization. And you can do all that I can do. It's very easy and very simple. May God bless you all.